Only 4 more days until Election Day. Now, today is traditionally the busiest of the early voting days every 4 years. Earlier today, David Winter stopped by the Hamilton County Board of Elections.
And the projections did not disappoint. This is the line at about 11 a.m. 275 people wrapped around 2 buildings. Meet number 276.
I was a little shook for a second. I was like, oh, wow. But, most people would complain about the line, but I think it's really impressive and awesome that people are out and getting out here and voting. That's awesome.
They said only about 35 minutes.
I know, it's not bad at all. If you can wait in line at Kings Island, then, this is the best ride, right?
People in line appear to be all smiles. Also smiling is the Hamilton County Director of Elections. Sherry Poland says 87% of the 181,000 mail-in ballots have now been received. Those signatures have been verified. These election workers are now opening the envelopes, scanning the ballots, ready for tabulation on Tuesday. If you add all the mail-in ballots to the early in-person voting, that means about 50% will be voting on Election Day.
Actually, that would be much smaller than what we typically see in presidential elections. Even if it was a 50% turnout, that's somewhere probably around 250,000 voters voting on Election Day.
So your polling places on Tuesday should be fairly normal, perhaps even a little light. Poland says you should avoid early mornings and lunchtime if you want to avoid the longest lines.
So again, only about a quarter-mile or so line. Takes about 35 minutes until you get here, the end. And then, victory, you're voting. From the Board of Elections, David Winter, Local 12 News.
David, thank you. The Hamilton County Board of Elections is open for early voting until 7 this evening, and then 8 to 4 on Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday, and then 8 to 2 on Monday. And then Election Day. Polls open at 6:30 a.m., and they stay open until 7:30 p.m. If you are still in line at that time, you will still get to vote.